G'day guys, welcome to my Rxys V2 video. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about the top 5 worst stadiums in the NRL for 2020 guys, so let's get started. So coming in at number 1, we see the Pepper Stadium in Penrith. The new stadium, I think, what I can say is, I've been to that stadium before. It's not really good, in my opinion, and really I'm going to rate this really poor, because when I went to this stadium, the first one when we played Panthers versus the Eels, it was a away game obviously. I went down there, I had a look, and it wasn't really that good, because really for a fact is, I just think, from my opinion, is I really don't like this stadium, and it's because they only have one screen that actually doesn't really see much of the actual footage of whereabouts, like the scoring tries and all that stuff, like including that. But really, for a fact is, I just think for this stadium, it's really bad, and I recommend upgrading it, because if you guys definitely not gonna upgrade it, you guys have the worst stadium in the NRL. And I just think if this can be one of the best things, you guys need to upgrade your stadium. Like, you need to build it like into an absolute brand new stadium. I really think that if you guys definitely need to like have a new upgrading footage, definitely put definitely put two things in the actual side, so it doesn't have the one and then it has like a little thing that goes with it. I just think how the way it is, it's absolutely poor, and I recommend it's absolutely shit. Sorry for my language, but it is terrible. I really think that this one definitely need upgrading, and I recommend please do, because it's absolutely the worst stadium in the NRL to play like a game, obviously. So yeah, I just rate it like absolutely poor. Coming in at number 2, we see PointsBet Stadium, Cronulla, for the Cronulla Sharks home ground. I can definitely think that if this one can be very good, I just think how the way this one's going to be for this actual upgrade, I recommend doing this one, because PointsBet Stadium is very small and it's just not good at all, because how the way this brand new stadium can be, if it's going to be changed and upgraded, it will be definitely good. So that's why this one here, I rate it for the worst stadium in the NRL anyway, because it's fairly small. There's only one screen to actually show the view where it is. I recommend doing another screen, so that means 2 screens going out each time. So I recommend this one is an absolutely terrible thing, but a very good idea. But I recommend, if you guys are going like supporting PointsBet Stadium, I recommend thinking of just telling like the thing to upgrade it anyway. But what I can say is though, it is a very good stadium, but it's a fairly walk down from the train station down to the stadium anyway. But it's just not good at all to see this stadium coming to an absolute shocker. But I am just definitely disappointed how the way it is, and it's just not good at all to see this one coming to an actual standstill. But really what I can say is, this stadium is an absolute shithole, because it's definitely not good at all, and it's fairly small. It's just so not good at all, and I just think how the way it is, it's definitely not good to see the stadium, PointsBet Stadium, very small with one screen only. Coming in at number 3, we see TIO Stadium, Darwin, but anywhere stadium for the actual any club anyway for the NRL. But what I can say is, for this stadium, it's not good at all, and I just think how the way this can be for an actual secluded stadium, it's definitely not good at all to see this stadium actually thinking of a very good one, because how the way this stadium actually is, it's not a decent stadium to actually play like any games for the NRL, and I just think it's a not good stadium just to play like NRL games at all. And what I can say is though, I just think how the way this game, like this stadium is, it's just overrated, and really, for a fact, I just don't like it at all, and I just recommend going to a new stadium that actually will play a decent brand of football anyway. But what I can say is also, I just think how the way they can play decent football, like for any club that plays into the TIO Stadium in Darwin, is basically very, very good. But what I can say is also, I just think how the way they can play football sometimes for like any club is basically different. But it's just not good at all to see TIO Stadium like actually naming it like for NRL to play there and all that stuff. It's just not good at all, and I'm gonna basically rate it for the worst stadium in the NRL anyway. But what I can say is also, I just think how the way they can play football for any club is absolutely amazing. But yeah, it's just very good and very different. But yeah, I just recommend a new stadium to play for. But yeah, I recommend a new one. But yeah, worst stadium in the NRL for the TIO Stadium in Darwin. Coming in at number 4, we see ANZ Stadium for Bulldogs and Rabbitohs, home ground anyway. But what I can say is, I'm going to rate this as the worst stadium in the comp, like for any type of team that plays in that stadium. But for real, what I can say is, it's just because how the way the stadium is, and it's fairly big, but sometimes when you go higher up into an actual row of seats and stuff like that, it's just fairly difficult and it's not good at all. But I just think, what I can say is though, I recommend having elevators going up into the grandstand for the very top row. But what I can say is though, I just think how the way this stadium is absolutely brought in is fairly terrible, and I just think how the way this is, it's not good at all to see this stadium absolutely making it terrible, and how the way it actually goes, because the environment of this stadium is absolutely terrible, and it's not good to see so many people like throwing rubbish everywhere and all that stuff. Because every time I've been to that stadium, lots of people just been throwing rubbish everywhere, and it's not bloody good at all. But what I can say is, I just recommend inventing elevators that basically go up to the stadiums. And what I can say is, I recommend having the stadium a brand new stadium anyway, for a good environment for other people to enjoy good brands of football anyway. But for real, what I can say is though, I just think how the way this is, it's basically not good, and I'm going to basically rate it for the worst stadium in the NRL anyway. But yeah, this stadium is the worst stadium in the NRL. Last but certainly not least, number 5, Lotto Land, Manly Warringah Sea Eagles home ground. Okay, so really for a fact is, Manly have just brought in a very terrible stadium, and another one to mention is the screens and everything are just not good at all, and I just recommend having another screen, both screens, and just having it into an absolute good environment. But having it on one screen and all that stuff, it's just so terrible, and it's just not bringing that depth into that stadium. If you guys want entertainment, if you guys want stuff like that, I recommend having another like screen right there just to see what is going on and stuff like that. But if you keep having it in one viewer, like going into this here, it's basically not good at all, because basically it's just it's terrible. Like, how the way this is, Lotto Land is filled with termites, and it's just terrible stadium, and I'm just gonna rate it the worst stadium in the NRL, and it's just irks me because it's not good to see this stadium having it terrible crap and all that stuff. But really, I just rate the stadium terrible. You guys need to upgrade the stadium, and you guys definitely need to, because this stadium is the worst stadium I've ever seen. I've been to the stadium once when they played the Parramatta Eels, and the amount of people that were just sitting there and all that stuff, it's just not good at all. But I just recommend having it upgraded is the best choice. Thanks guys for watching my video, guys. Stay tuned for more. I will be doing a couple of videos coming to you soon. Also, I'll be doing more videos coming to you guys very soon. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Please like and subscribe for this YouTube channel and plus my video here. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Until then, take care guys. Stay safe and have a good one, guys.